Hey friends, welcome back to Magus of the Frog. Hope you're having a lovely day. We are actually back to playing Merfolk, but this time around we are doing it in the Dimir colors because the last time we played Merfolk on the channel, we're playing it in Simic colors, but also the metagame for standard back then was just so different. And in order to adapt to this current metagame, which has newcomers such as the Pixie decks, the Collector's Cage decks, and then the rise of popularity of the Google Aggro deck compared to the previous metagame, I think that, we're going to just borrow some winning formula here with the Dimir colors. So, the great thing about the Merfolk package is that all of our creatures here are flash. So, really good in this sort of tempo style deck here. We can play Deeproot Pilgrimage to make even more Merfolks here. So, we have a possibility of going wide. And then, of course, Enduring Curiosity, great in a deck like this. So, the black colors here really is all about giving us coverage in terms of removal. So as you can see here, we're playing 11 removal spells and 3 copies of Kaito to not only reward us for playing these early creatures here that we can ninjutsu away and maybe rebuy their effects, like the Drowner here. We also just have really good coverage with the black base removal spells. So I'm running 4 cut downs, 2 anoint with affliction, 3 go for the throats, and 2 nowhere to runs. So this is basically Merfolk plus Dimir tempo or Dimir flash. And then in terms of our lands here, very standard what you'd see in a Dimir deck. We've got the Dark Slick Shores check lands, we got the Verges, we got copies of Restless Reef and Underground River. The only thing that really is a big addition here from playing Merfolk is that we get to play Cavern of Souls to make our Merfolk uncounterable. Because Soulstone Sanctuary is still being played in the Dimir Tempo decks, and the great thing about the Sanctuary is it is a Merfolk as well, so works really well with our Lord effect with the Hexcatcher or tapping it so that we can get more Merfolk tokens with the Pilgrimage. In terms of our sideboard here, just some basic cards that you might see in any Dimir sideboard. We got Ghost Vacuum for Graveyard Hate. I added Soul Guide Lantern, just really good against the Simic control decks or the Delirium decks. We got Disdainful Stroke and Negate for our blue counter spells. We've got Duress for black discard. We've got Sheoldred for decks that draw a lot of cards. We got Neutralize the Guards to help with a lot of X1 creatures that our opponents might have. And then Gix's Command also does a similar function in that it can help wipe the board, offers like a sacrifice edict effect or rebuy some of our creatures in the graveyard. So yeah, let's see if we can hold up the Merfolk strategy here in this updated metagame. We're going to be borrowing, like I said, a winning formula from the Dimir Tempo. Just mash these 2 strategies together and see if something good can happen. We're going to be running this through the traditional standard event, so 5 rounds. Really appreciate you being here. Thanks for joining the journey. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe for some more MTG Arena goodness. All right, guys, just happy that you're here. I'll see you round 1. Oh, let's get it. Okay, round 1. We're on the play. That's nice. This looks like a keepable hand here. I'll start off with Dark Six Shores, and then I'll probably follow up with Cavern of Souls here. Great that we drew Kaito there, but we currently don't have the colored sources to ninjutsu him. Okay, do we counter this? I think so. Yeah, let's just counter this. We would have had the colored mana there to play Kaito, so had I known that, I probably wouldn't have countered, but oh well. Okay, I think we'll just play out the Flood Pit's Drowner then. Okay. Play Soulstone Sanctuary, and I think I'll just Kaito here. Okay, if they're gonna do this, I can't Kaito, but we can save our spells here to either Enduring Curiosity or Double Spell. Okay, that will resolve. Okay, they topped it. So I'm just going to be mana efficient here and use Enduring Curiosity. And then we might as well give way here by using the Anoint so we can draw a card. Then Deeproot Pilgrimage, I think we'll do that instead of... Oh, I think actually I should Brineborn first and then Pilgrimage. Okay, well, I'll play the Cutthroat here. Let's see. I can Anoint with Affliction, one of them, and then Kaito in whichever doesn't get blocked. Okay, if they're doing this, I think we'll just still put the Kaito in. We're going to be drawing a card with Kaito anyway, so it accomplishes something similar. So let's draw a card. I don't think we need another Pilgrimage. And I'm okay keeping the Cutthroat, I think. Okay, our opponent had the Get Lost. They can also use Carrot Cake here. Okay. So, a couple of things we can do. We can just flash in the Enduring Curiosity on their turn. We can also do something similar with Deeproot Pilgrimage. I'm not sure. I think we're going to try and be mana efficient here and use the Enduring Curiosity on their turn. Okay, they top it, so they probably have something good here. Okay, Beza's good. Only gains them life, though, so that's nice. Okay, I'll play Enduring Curiosity. Okay, let's see if we can get a good trigger here. Okay, Tidebinder, I like. Let's attack. They'll probably chump block. Okay, looks like they're gonna go for the trade. Yeah, I'm actually okay with this. I'm gonna play Dark Six Shores here. I can also just play the Kaito and +1.
I just hate a fair fight.
Ooh, they had to Get Lost.
I need more intel.
Okay, well, I think I'll just play Deeproot Pilgrimage here. And then I'll have to Dishonest Tidebinder the Overlord trigger. Okay. No blocks. Looks like they're gonna draw a card here. Okay, so a bit unfortunate that we just drew a land there. I was hoping for a removal spell. So I think I have to utilize Soulstone Sanctuary here. Okay, we get to draw one card. During Curiosity. Not quite it. Okay. Well, we'll just end the turn here, I think. I can make a token with a Sanctuary by tapping it. Okay, I'm just gonna play this then. And then tap this. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get some extra counters here. Restless Reef, not quite. I can draw a lot of cards here. Yeah, I just have to draw cards because I really need to find removal spell for this Overlord. Ooh, no removal spell. That's unfortunate. I possibly could have gotten the Dishonest Tidebinder had I not played the Reef. Okay, I'll just chump block here. Oh, looks like they're going for a Sunfall. Luckily, we had the Catcher here. Okay, Deeproot Pilgrimage is nice. I think we're gonna still try and see if we can get a removal spell here, though. Yeah. So let's attack with these. Okay, we get to draw two. Oof. Okay, so no... Yeah, no removal spell, but we at least have Tidebinder for this Overlord. Do I just sacrifice this one so they can't Sunfall? Okay. Ooh, okay. That's gonna work. I guess I'll just do this now. And then if they attack here, I can double block. No, I'll just take 6. Okay. I think I'm gonna see if I can get these out of range. Okay. So we're gonna be drawing Cut Down. I think I attack with Restless Reef too. Yeah. We're just gonna start putting some pressure here. They'll take 8 down to 5. And then still hoping for something to deal with this Overlord. Oof, okay. No Overlord, but we at least have a lot of creatures next turn. And then I think I'll block here. Okay, there's the Sunfall. Okay, so we're gonna do Brineborn Cutthroat. Okay, and then do we Restless Reef plus Soulstone Sanctuary? Okay, Restless Reef. And then we can do another Restless Reef here. Okay, we'll attack. Okay, we have them down to 1. Ooh, we finally got the go for the throat. So we have the removal spell to deal with a lot of their things here. No blocks. They are aware of our cut down. Ooh, looks like going to give themselves some life by using a lay down here. Well, we have the cut down. And then we have the go for the throat for this fountain port. Okay, I'm gonna go with Sanctuary here. Oh, I guess it should be Restless Reef because that's lethal. Play Sanctuary here and then attack. There's an Elspeth Smite. But looks like they didn't have another one. Sweet. We could have also just ninjutsu'd Kaito there for lethal because we have the emblem to make it a 4-powered creature. Okay, so against the mono white control deck, Sheldred's good since they draw a lot of cards. We can play Disdainful Stroke and Negate as well as Duress. The Neutralize the Guard can be good as well. I think I'm more inclined to play Gix's command though. So what would we take out? I think Brineborn Cutthroat's the weaker um, Merfolk there, as well as the Drowner. Let's see. Is Deeproot Pilgrimage good against them? It was that time. Okay, maybe we don't need this many cut downs though, if any at all. And I'll bring back some Merfolk. I guess Brineborn Cutthroat's better than Drowner in this case. Okay, we can try this. I think Nowhere to Run maybe is also one of the weaker removal spells, so we can bring in the rest of our Cutthroat. Okay, this is a start. I think Neutralize the Guard is something I'm willing to play as well, but Gix's Command sort of does very similar things, so I'll keep that. Okay, can't keep this hand, unfortunately. We're gonna mulligan. This is looking much better. I think I'm inclined to put away the Curiosity or the Annoyance. Oh, it looks like the Annoyance probably better to put away. Yeah. Okay, looks like our opponent mulliganed twice. And then we get to keep up Hexcatcher here, possibly Ninjutsu in a Kaito. If they have Get Lost though, that doesn't work. Okay, well, we'll get some map tokens here. Okay, looks like we get to eventually play our 4 drops. Ah, okay. I think I'll save the Go for the Throat for the Overlord here. Okay, and I'll just pass here. We can play Curiosity end of their turn. Ooh, another one. Hopefully we can draw something like a Gix's Command. Okay, we'll play Curiosity. And then most likely going to go for the Throat something here. Let's see if we can put this out of range, though. Okay. So we can't put it out of range. And then I'll just bin this Duress. And I'll attack here. Okay, I'm gonna go for the Throat here just in case they have Elspeth's Smite. It looks like that's what they were doing. Okay, they attacked with everything here. They didn't leave one blocker. Looks like they're going for a Sunfall. Okay. Okay, so I am inclined to just play out a Kaito here and plus it so that this incubator token can't deal with it. Yeah.
Just in time to save the day.
Let's see. Plus.
I've trained with the best.
Okay, they're gonna go for us instead. That allows us to put a stun counter on their Overlord. So that's nice. And we have to go for the throat. Ooh. So I think it's better we go for the throat the Overlord, since we can't go for the throat the token here. And then let's attack. Okay, I'm going to surveil. I kind of like both of these. Yeah. So we'll play Deeproot Pilgrimage, and then I'll use the Brineborn Cutthroat to block this card here. The Incubator, I mean. Okay, let's see where they go. They're going for us. So I'm going to play this and just block the 4/4. Okay, there's a Carrot Cake. They're going to get an Overlord. We can stun that, though. And then we'll just attack here.
Press the attack.
Okay, they're gonna chump. And they're gonna sacrifice it to draw a card. Okay, and then I think I'm just gonna pass the turn here. And then use the Restless Reef to block the 4/4. I can also animate the Soulstone Sanctuary, block, and then play Hexcatcher so that we get a token. Okay, I think we'll try that. Yeah, it's risky, though. Yeah, we'll block first. Oh, it's a ninja, that's why it's already a 4/4. And then I'll play this to get a MERFOK. Okay, they're going for an Elspeth Smite here. Not sure why. But we're down to 3. Ooh, we got Gix's Command. So Gix's Command will be really good because we can get lifelink on our Hexcatcher. Yeah. So let's destroy each creature and then lifelink. Yeah, I think it has to be a lifelink. Okay, we'll put in our Hexcatcher. Let's attack here. Okay, they can block the Hexcatcher and sacrifice it so that we don't gain life. Okay. I think I'm just gonna surveil here. Ooh, these are both good cards, so I think I'll keep both of them. Ooh, there's a Beza. Fortunately, we didn't have the Disdainful Stroke ready. We can at least tap it. Okay, so I think we'll start off with Duress. Okay, just the planes. And I think I have to use the stun counter here on Beza, just so we can add more pressure.
Take a break, will ya?
Okay. They're just gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna Kaito here then, and then stun counter the Overlord. Yeah, it's very inefficient.
The housewarming party has arrived. Control the fight.
Okay, managed to get that game there despite being quite low. I think we were just able to draw a lot of cards. I think technically I could have ninjutsu'd away the MERFOK here instead of just hard casting the Kaito. But that would have meant we would have lost the Kaito, so I guess it would have been better to ninjutsu the Kaito for a Kaito. Ah, okay. Cool. Good to know about that interaction. I'll see you round two. Okay, round two, we're on the play. Lucky us. Okay, this looks like a keepable hand here. We can start off with Restless Reef just to make sure we have black mana on turn two. I guess starting with any of these also work. But we don't have a turn one cut down, so I'll just play Restless Reef here. Okay, looks like we're possibly against a Golgari deck here. We'll play the Verge and pass. Okay, this is likely a removal spell, so I'm just going to play a Hex Catcher here, use our mana efficiently. Okay, it looks like our opponent uses Cut Down here. We get to untap. I'll play a Island here. That way we could keep up Drowner plus Cut Down. Yeah. So let's see what they play next. If they have a 3-drop. Ooh, an Annex is really good. I think just to use our mana efficiently, I'm going to play the Drowner here. We have another one if needed. Ooh, and we are rewarded by playing the Drowner there. Because we get to do a Kaito. And get back our Drowner. I think we'll surveil here. These?
I know your weakness.
I kind of want to keep the Restless Reef. Yeah, just to... I guess we already have one, so let me get the untap land. Looks Looks like they had a Terra Sunder here.
Fine. I'll make a new plan.
So do we just go aggro here and get in for 4? I think so. Looks like they have a Liliana as well. Okay, this could be a demon. Like a preacher. Okay. Well, we can keep that in check. So I'm going to just pass the turn here and keep up our flash creatures. Okay, here's a Deep Cavern Bat, but we get to cut down that. So they can't Ritual Chamber now. Okay, well, I'll Flood Pits here. Then I might Flood Pits again. Not only to put another stun counter on something, but they won't have a demon for their Unholy Annex unless they use Soulstone Sanctuary. Okay, now they can't Soulstone Sanctuary, so I'm just going to play another Drowner here. They're going to go down to 5 because they're going to take 2 from Annex. And we have a Restless Reef. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for it here. They likely have a removal spell. There's a Go for the Throat. I guess I gotta use our mana efficiently here and just make sure we get in for 3 damage. Now they have to make a demon here, or else their Ritual Chamber is gonna mess them up. I guess Sanctuary is the cheaper demon to do, and they can hold up a Go for the Throat. And then they'll go up to 4 life. So we technically still have lethal as long as they don't have a removal spell. Okay, well, I can know where to run the Soulstone Sanctuary here. And then if they have a removal spell, I have Flood Pits Drowner here so that we can counter it. And we'll counter this Go for the Throat, sacrificing the Drowner. And they can't pay for this, and then they're gonna take 4. Alright, we got game 1. Let's see what we can do about game 2. For game 2, I think Shieldred will be good. Maybe Duress or Negate would also be good. Basically, the things I'm thinking of is Negate over Disdainful Stroke, Duress, and Gix's Command. So we'll bring in quite a few things here. What's terrible against them? If they're playing Glissa, then Anoint and Nowhere to Run are still pretty good. Nowhere to Run is not that good against Preacher, so I'm less inclined to keep that. I kind of want all of our bigger stuff here. And then maybe we take out the Deeproot Pilgrimage route, because they're playing Terra Sunders. Yeah, let's go remove the Deeproot Pilgrimage route and see if that's useful. Anoint will still be good against Preacher, Glissa, and the like. Go for the Throat can get anything. Okay, I think maybe we just go down some Cutthroats. Alright, let's try this. Okay, this looks keepable. I think that having Tishana's Timebinder is pretty good against Golgari. Looks like they have a Duress here, so there goes our Gix's Command. Ooh, great that we drew a Hexcatcher there. This can possibly counter a turn 3 Annex. Okay, well, I'll just play this on MERFOK. Okay, here's a Deep Cavern Bat. I guess we'll just use our mana here. Play the Hexcatcher. Okay, they go for Shieldred. That makes sense. We already have 2 copies of Tidebinder in our hand. Well, let's see if they'll give us Shieldred back. Looks like they won't. We'll keep up Tidebinder here. We're going to be taking 4. Okay, here's a Sunslayer. Alright, well, we're just going to use our mana efficiently here. Play the Tidebinder. Ooh, the Drowner's great here. We can use it on their turn. That's when it's probably best. Yeah, so we'll just pass here. Okay, they're going to move to attack, so we're going to Drowner here. Target their Glissa, see how they attack. They'll probably attack in the air still. And then I'm okay taking 4 here, I think. Ooh, here comes a Preacher. Do I just attack with the Tidebinder? Yeah, let's do that. See if they trade. Okay, they won't trade, so I'm just gonna draw a card here, I think. Fortunately, gonna take some damage. Okay, let's do some blocks here. I think we'll go like this. There's a stab. I'm okay with that. They basically just keep their preacher. Looks like they have another spell here that they're debating on using. It's an Anoint with Affliction. I think that's okay. We can't really do anything from that. Okay, so we can Kaito something, so probably put stun counters on the Glissa. Yeah, I think we have to.
Just in time to save the day.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a stun counter here. We can Tishana's Tidebinder the Preacher when it attacks, or the Restless Cottage if they activate it. Okay, let's see how they attack here. Okay, they're sending the Preacher at us. We're gonna Tishana's Tidebinder that trigger. And then I don't think I'll block.
I'm not scared of you.
Ooh, and they had another Preacher. Okay. I think I'm gonna plus here.
Just try to keep up.
And then I'll attack. Yeah, I'll attack with this as well. Okay, they're gonna go for this. I think I will Hex Catcher here. They'll take what? Oh, I guess it's not lethal, so let's just draw some cards here. Ooh, Anoint is great there. Yeah, Anoint is really good. We have a blocker for the Preacher with our Soulstone Sanctuary. And we can anoint the Deep Cavern Bat or the Restless Cottage. Okay, they're gonna attack first. Just with the Deep Cavern Bat. I think that means we don't block it. Or we don't kill it. And instead make way by using Anoint on something. We can also flash in the Hex Catcher so it can attack too. Okay, I think we're gonna put another attacker on the board here by playing the Hex Catcher. Ooh, Cut Down is so good there, because that means I can use it on the Deep Cavern Bat and play Shieldred. We'll unfortunately be taking quite a bit of damage here. Oh, I'm sorry. I should have used that on the Dread Knight. Okay. So I'll take quite a bit of damage here if I do this. I'll take 2. Kind of hope we just draw cards. Okay. I'm going to take the risk here. And then I'll attack. Oh, I can't make black mana with Annoying. Ooh, that's unfortunate. Okay, I think I totally misplayed that. I should have... I think I needed a black mana there, so I could have anointed something before blocks. So they currently don't have lethal. They need 2 removal spells. Okay, they play a tap Blooming Marsh. That means they can't Restless Cottage and use the food token. Ooh, but here is a 6/6 demon. I think that means we might win here. If they attack with Glissa, I'll block with the Sanctuary. I guess technically I just die to the... Well, we'll see. If I anoint with Affliction their demon here, and then attack for 4, and then when they draw a card, okay, play this, and then I'll keep up the Shauna's Tidebinder. Ooh, very nice. Able to get the victory there. Whew, that was closer than I thought. I kind of messed up, I think, by not realizing I had enough black sources to do the anoint there, but thankfully it worked out. All right, see you next round. Okay, round 3 here. This looks like a keepable hand. Alright, we'll start off with Restless Reef just to ensure we have black mana next turn. Okay, I'll play the Verge here and then pass. Okay, do I play the Hexcatcher? Yeah, might as well. They'll likely use a removal spell on it. Oh, they didn't. Well, we don't really have much of a follow-up here. So we'll pass. Ooh, I'm going to counter this just so that they don't get to put it in an adventure. Ooh, great draw there with the Curiosity. So we get to pass the turn here. There's Tiny Bones. We'll start with Curiosity. They didn't have a... Oh, okay. They didn't have a removal spell here. So I think I will cut down. And then see if we can connect here. Okay, able to connect there. Ooh, and we can use the Tishana's Tidebinder to get a demolition field trigger. Oh yeah. That really worked out in our favor here. We have a lot of removal spells. Ooh, and then another one. Thankfully, they're still quite far from playing it. And then we get to cut down here. Okay, I think we'll just use the Sanctuary here. It's cheaper, and if we draw a 2-drop that we can flash in, that would be great. Ooh, like the Drowner. They're 2 swamps away from playing something here. I think this means I just play the Drowner. Okay, our opponent conceded. It seems that they're heavy on removal, at least that game. So negates and duress are something to think about. And then I'm not quite sure yet what the rest of their list looks like, so I think I'll be minimal in our sideboarding here. I like all of our top end. I think maybe Brineborn Cutthroat or Deeproot Pilgrimage is something to think about removing here. Yeah, I just don't know what other threats they're playing. We only saw Tiny Bones, so I think we're gonna keep all of our removal. Yeah, and then the upside of Deeproot Pilgrimage is better than Cutthroat, so that's what I'll keep in. Alright, let's see how we do. Okay, we can keep this hand. We do have a turn 1 Duress. That's nice. Looks like our opponent will be able to get our Tidebinder here. We'll go Darkslick Shores into Duress. And our only thing that we could have gone in there was the Sylex. It looks like they also have a lot of different things here. Okay, so we'll go Gloomlake Verge and might as well use Cut Down on this now. We can always anoint with Affliction the Unstoppable Slasher. And looks like they're not gonna trigger it. Maybe they're waiting for another discard spell. Okay, well, thankfully we have the Sanctuaries here. Ooh, Candy Trail. Interesting. Alright, we'll take one. And then they'll likely use Demolition Field on this. So we'll go Soulstone Sanctuary, Deeproot Pilgrimage. If they let us resolve this, we get to create a MERFOK here. Okay, good thing we played that there. I don't think we'll need a mana. And then we'll just pass here. Okay, they're just gonna use this right now. We're gonna get a swamp. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna just know where to run this fish. That way they can't use it to draw a card next turn. Hexcatcher is great there. We'll pass a turn. There's a Maze Mind Tome. Okay, they're gonna draw a card here. That means our Hexcatcher can probably safely resolve here. Okay, we'll go Hexcatcher, go for the Throat the Tiny Bones, and start making MERFOK tokens here. And then they already know about the Anoint there, so I'm just gonna play the Darkslick Shores. And then I'll do the same thing here. Well, I'll counter it so that it doesn't go into the adventure. Okay. I'll attack here, see if they'll trade it with a fish token. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Okay, they can Blast Zone for 2. I think I'll still keep the Drowner, though. Alright, I'll pass. Okay, they're still not doing anything. I don't think I really need to play the Drowner there. We can Tishana's Tidebinder something, so that's nice. We can use it to counter the Blast Zone activating. Okay, they're finally going to use the Maze Mind Tome. There's a Unholy Annex. Okay. So I guess... Yeah, I guess I'll just Flood Pit's Drowner here. And if they do this, yep, we got to at least bait them into doing that. Okay. We get to attack here. Let's see. They're gonna do this. I'm kind of tempted to kill it so that they don't have Virtue Persistence. Yeah. I kind of have to, unfortunately. Because if they Virtue Persistence here, that's just game. Oof, they had another one. Yeah, I don't know if this will be good anymore. Yeah, we'll just concede here. I think we're not able to really catch up to this once they play the Virtue Persistence. Okay, we'll concede. So against them, I kind of like having Shieldred And cut down still seems quite useful here. Nowhere to run was okay. Anoint is great for the slasher and the demon tokens. The only other thing I can think of is maybe disdainful stroke. Just in case they do play the virtue persistence. I'm not sure. I really kind of like what we have going on here. So we got how many interactive removal spells? We got 9 plus 4 non-creature spells here. I think Deeproot Pilgrimage. Maybe since we're on the play, I'd rather have the Cutthroat. Okay, let's try this. Okay, game 3, we're on the play. This looks like a keepable hand. Lots of flash creatures, so we can easily put a clock on them. So we'll start off with the island and pass. There's Tiny Bones. We're gonna play Gloom Lake Verge here, and I think I'm just going to Flood Pit's Drowner the Tiny Bones here. Looks like they have a removal spell. We're just gonna have to make sure we get to maybe kill them before they get to do that. Okay, I'll play the Cutthroat. Looks like they have another removal spell here. Okay. Well, I can Brineborn here plus go for the throat. Yeah, we'll start with Brineborn. And then I'll go for the throat, Tiny Bones. There's a Liliana. Okay, well, we drew the land needed so we can kill Liliana here. I think we'll mill them. Okay, there's an Unholy Annex. Shouldered would be nice here. Okay, negate. So I guess we just pass. Ooh, I think I will negate that. Yeah. I think they're looking for lands. Yeah, they're looking for lands, I think. So we'll attack here. And then I'll Enduring Curiosity. Fortunately, didn't have an untapped land, so we can play Hexcatcher there. They can't make a demon yet. Oh, but they do have a demon here. Okay, so we'll go Restless Reef, play the Swamp, and then just attack with everything here. If they block the Cutthroat, we can play Hexcatcher. Okay, we got rid of the Bloodletter. And draw 2 here, so able to reload our hand. Ooh, very nice set of cards there. If they play the 6/6 demon, we can anoint it. There's a Virtue Persistence. Well, we're gonna sacrifice the Cutthroat to it so they don't gain the life here. They're gonna go down to 7 because they don't have a demon. Ooh, and it looks like that was enough. So thankfully, we were able to navigate through a lot of the removal there and then finish the game off. Ooh. All right, I'll see you next round. Okay, round 4 here. We're on the play. Lucky us. This looks like a keepable hand. We got Cutthroat into Pilgrimage or Tidebinder. Okay, looks like swap from our opponent. Likely have a removal spell, but I'm still going to use our mana efficiently here. Ooh, okay, they didn't do anything with that. So I'm going to keep this on MERFOK, and I'll just keep up the Tidebinder. Okay, here comes a Nowhere to Run. And I think we can Tidebinder this. Yeah. Okay, we get in for 2. We get to play Deeproot Pilgrimage next turn. Ooh, and do they have a removal spell for the Tidebinder? Ooh, okay, we can possibly get through a removal spell here. And I think I will negate this. I will counter the negate. Sacrificing our Hexcatcher. Yeah, because I don't think they can deal with the Deeproot Pilgrimage. Okay, unfortunate that we had to sacrifice our Hexcatcher there. I guess we could have sacrificed the Tidebinder, but we would have missed the token there. Okay, cut down. Ooh, another Deeproot Pilgrimage, but we don't have a non-token. Merfolk here. Looks like we're just gonna probably pass the turn here. Well, I guess we can attack. Okay, we'll pass the turn here, keeping up Go for the Throat. There's a Fairy Mastermind. I think I'll have to kill that, just in case they have Kaito. Yeah. Okay, another Go for the Throat here. We can use that on their Soulstone Sanctuary. Okay, we'll end the turn. And then I think I'll just Go for the Throat this, or I guess we'll see how they use their man lands or not. Because I still don't know if they have Kaito or not. Okay, then I'll Go for the Throat here. Because this tells me that they do have Kaito. Otherwise, they would have used a manland there? I'm not sure. Okay, cut down, not really useful here. And we can't attack anymore because they have a Restless Reef. Ah, they had an Enduring Curiosity. So maybe not a Kaito. Okay, and then we get to cut down the bat here. Okay, they were able to, they're able to connect here. It wasn't the Kaito that they had; it was the Enduring Curiosity. Okay, but unfortunately, we're not doing too hot anymore. We're not really drawing any cards. Action, I mean. Looks like they didn't go for their manlands there. Maybe just trying to keep up as much mana as they could. Looks like they have Unstoppable Slasher. And unfortunately, we only drew a swamp there. Okay, well... yeah, I think we'll just save some mental energy and concede here. Okay, so against them, it looks like they have mainboard negate, so I kind of like having duresses. We'll keep the majority of our removal spell here. I'll take down 2 cut downs for the duress. And then I kind of want to bring in Shieldreds, given that we're both drawing a lot of cards. Deeproot Pilgrimage, I think, is the weaker Merfolk in this matchup, so we'll take that out. And then it's either we bring in... I think it has to be Gix's command, just in case they're able to build quite an army. And it would be the better top deck than, say, neutralize the guards. Okay, let's try this. Okay, game 2 on the play. Unfortunately, can't keep this. Only 1 land, so we're gonna mulligan. This is much better, but unfortunately a bit anemic in terms of the colored sources. So we'll still keep it. And I think I'll put away the second Drowner here. Okay, we'll do Restless Reef. There's a Siren. I'm not too bothered about that right now. I think we'll just put this on Merfolk. And then, before they have negate mana, I'll do Deeproot Pilgrimage. Ooh, they had a bat. So this would be quite problematic if they have a Kaito here. So really good that we drew the Tidebinder because we can counter the ninjutsu. But it looks like they don't have... okay, they're gonna keep the Anoint. Kind of don't have any choice here. We just gotta use our mana efficiently and cast the Tidebinder, despite having it exposed to removal here. Okay, well, they probably have removal for our Enduring Curiosity. Oh, which we can't cast anyway. Okay, well, we'll just use our mana for the Soulstone Sanctuary. I think it was probably better to play the Dark Slick Shores there. I totally didn't realize that we didn't have a second blue source. But the thing is, if I activate the Sanctuary here, they can just anoint with Affliction it, so I don't think that's what I'll do. Yeah. It, like, drawing Gix's command would just be perfect here. So I don't want to lose a land. Okay, we'll just attack here. There's a Tidebinder. Oof, and I think this game is slipping away. Yeah, we just didn't really have the right colored sources at the right time. Okay, this looks like a Kaito. Well, we can at least counter the ninjutsu. They can anoint here. And I guess... well, this doesn't make sense if we just played Kaito there. I think we just do the Curiosity. And then I'll have to block the Tidebinder. Yeah, well, I was gonna block that anyway. Okay, if they're doing this, nothing we can do about that. So we'll play the Curiosity here. Maybe they have a removal spell for it. Okay, we at least have cut down for the Deep Cavern Bat. That will be really good here. We can also cut down the Tidebinder. Okay. I think I'll go... cut down the bat and then use Flood Pit's Drowner on the Tidebinder. And then if they don't want us to draw a card, they have to lose their Siren. Looks like they might have a removal spell here. Okay. So they get to Kaito us here. Okay, cut down into Kaito. Replay the Siren. Oh, they're just gonna cast the Kaito. Interesting. Okay, well, let's see here. I can Flood Pit's Drowner. I can Restless Reef. Yeah, this is tough. I think it's keeping up the Drowner. Yeah, we'll see, we'll see. I want to see how they're gonna attack here, because I can always Restless Reef and block the Kaito. Okay, they're just gonna go for this. And then we can...
Your secrets didn't stay hidden for long.
Oh, looks like they put away 2 lands there. I guess I'll use the Drowner on Tidebinder. Ah, and they had to cut down. Okay. Shieldred. Well, it blocks Kaito. Yeah, we don't really have anything else. Because the Restless Reef doesn't even kill the Kaito. So I think we have to play defensively here. And just play the Shieldred. And they saw the line. Oof. There we go. GG's. What? Oh, they didn't attack with everything. Oh my goodness. They're just prolonging our suffering. Okay, well, if they're gonna give us a chance, we'll take it. We'll play Gloom-like Verge here and then pass. And if they attack with everything, we are dead. Ah, they finally realized it. And GG's. We were in borrowed time anyway, and the draws didn't really work in our favor, but good games nonetheless. Alright, I'll see you for the final boss. Okay, final boss here. This looks like a keepable hand. Ooh, playing against Boros or maybe Jeskai. Okay, we'll play the Gloom-like Verge here and pass. So this one, looks like they're playing some mice thing here. Red-white mice. Okay. Okay, we'll play the swamp here and then we'll just pass. Ooh, here is a manifold mouse. I think that is worthy of go for the throat. Yeah, that way it doesn't get double strike. We're gonna be taking some damage here though. Okay. Hopefully we can come back here by utilizing the Drowner. Ooh, there goes another Ember Heart. Ooh, a Boros Charm as well? Okay. Well, we can at least Flood Pit's Drowner here. And I'm happy to trade here, I think. Or do I use it to shuffle away the Challenger? Okay, I think I'll use it to shuffle away the Challenger. Okay, and they play the cheeky house mouse here. Now I'm not sure if I can... If I can really utilize the shuffle here. I can attack here and then double Hexcatcher so it survives. Okay, they're not going to block here. So I think I'm actually going to opt to not use more damage there for the upside of Deception and get some sneaky blocks this turn. And if they don't attack, well, we can play... Okay, we're gonna double Hexcatcher anyway, it seems. Block there and block there. And then now I think we just have to use Kaito on the Emberheart Challenger here. Yeah. So let's ninjutsu that. And then I have to put stun counters here. And then hope they don't draw a hasty creature. Okay, they had a Sheltered by Ghosts. That's gonna be scary, but thankfully... Ooh, there's a Manifold Mouse. Okay, so how do we get back from this? If we can shuffle away the Emberheart Challenger... Ooh, double Drowner there is great. Okay, let me attack with Kaito. And then I'll Surveil. Let's draw a land here. That way these Drowners can pay for the ward cost. Okay. Well, I'm gonna use the Drowner there. And then I think we just have lethal. Okay, perfect. Okay, so against the mice deck, I think neutralize the guards probably not strong enough, given it's only -1/-1. And I'll have to rely on things like just these single target removals to really get them. Deeproot Pilgrimage seems a bit too slow against these aggressive decks. So let's bring in some life gain with Shouldered and Gix's Command. And then let's just hope we can survive the early turns with our cheaper black removal. Okay, let's run this. Okay, game 2 here. This looks like a keepable hand. We have some early removal that we can eventually work towards the Gix's Command. If they play a Heartfire hero here or something, yeah, I think I'm just going to cut down here before they have anything else. If they play Emberheart, we do take more damage. But it looks like they drew a Fabled Passage there. Okay, well, I think I'm going to keep up a removal spell here or our Hexcatcher instead of playing the Restless Reef here and investing in possibly doing the Tidebinder. Okay, if this is the case, I'll go for the Challenger here. We'll take 1. Then I'll play Restless Reef and pass. And we're just gonna see if we can exhaust their things here. Do I anoint? I might just anoint here because this tells me that they don't have another threat. They could have had the Boros charm there to make it indestructible, but we had an exile effect. Okay, I'm not sure what they had there, but it looks like we were just able to exhaust their threats, so it would have been really difficult for them to come back, especially that we had back-to-back merfolks coming in. All right, not bad. Went 4-1. Sweet. Hell yeah, I'll see you at the outro. And there you have it, guys. We went 4-1 with DIMIR-folk. Man, who knew that if you just got Dimir strategies, a winning formula here of black removal spells and blue flash creatures, then you can win some games. And it just happened that our flash creatures, the majority of them are merfolk. Really great synergies here. The match that we did lose was the Dimir matchup, so they were playing a more traditional list. I think we had the tools to sort of combat whatever they had, and given that we're playing very similar decks, I think had we had the opportunity to maybe go off with Deeproot Pilgrimage, that's something that is perhaps a bit more difficult for the traditional Dimir list to deal with, but like a lot of these Dimir decks, it's really just about who has the tempo in their favor more, and I think our opponent had the tempo quite easily during those games. And yeah, the MERFOK deck I think is pretty solid. I know that we just pretty much match the Merfolk synergy here with the Dimir tempo formula, but I think there is still some um, dimensions to this deck that would make you play this over the traditional Dimir strategy. I think that the fact that Soulstone Sanctuary is a merfolk works really well with not only our lords like the Hexcatcher or the +1 emblem from Kaito, but it can also work well with Deeproot Pilgrimage. I'm not sure if 3 is the proper count there. We did get screwed with our colors in one of those games, and that was the game that we lost against Dimir. So maybe some fine tuning here in the numbers of the lands here, but overall, just a great winning formula here. Playing flash creatures in the blue side, and then playing removal in the black side, and then Kaito, just a great card in the tempo matchup, or tempo strategy, I should say. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. More videos to come, so hit that like button, drop a comment, and your subscription would be heavenly. Hey, just happy that you're here, so what else can I say but have a great day.